up so bad outside the bar, heading out as far away I can. Heart is pounding, got so damn out of hand. Doing 90 through the city night, nothing's ever gonna be alright. Life will never be what it was, hands are shaking. Cause now my future is crashing down on me. They try to kill me when I fought back. I cracked the scars with a baseball bat. But justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay out of sight. And no choice, it was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I could forget my old set way of life. I go to prison or die by the knife. I hear the sirens, they are closing in. Turn to fast, car starts to spin. Screaming tires, time is running short. I go on foot as my last resort. Running harder, faster than before, until my legs and feet are sore. Life will never be what it was. My mind is shaking. Cause now my future is crashing down on me. They try to kill me when I fought back. I cracked the scars with a baseball bat. But justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay out of sight. And no choice, it was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I have to forget my old set way of life. I'll go to prison or die by the knife. Now my future's crashing down on me. They try to kill me when I fought back. I cracked the scars with a baseball bat. But justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay out of sight. And no choice, it was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I have to forget my old set way of life. I'll go to prison or die by the night. They try to kill me when I fought back. I cracked the scars with a baseball bat. But justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay out of sight. And no choice, it was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I have to forget my old set way of life. I'll go to prison or die by the night. Burning tires in a stolen car. I fucked up so bad outside the bar, heading out as far away I can. Heart is pounding, got so damn out of hand. Doing 90 through the city night, nothing's ever gonna be alright. Life will never be what it was, hands are shaking. Cause now my future is crashing down on me. They try to kill me when I fought back. I cracked the scars with a baseball bat. But justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay out of sight. And no choice, it was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I have to forget my old set way of life. I'll go to prison or die by the knife. I hear the sirens, they are closing in. Turn to fast, car starts to spin. Screaming tires, time is running short. I go on foot as my last resort. Running harder, faster than before, until my legs and feet are sore. Life will never be what it was. My mind is shaking. Cause now my future is crashing down on me. They try to kill me when I fought back. I cracked the scars with a baseball bat. But justice will never heart is pounding, got so damn out of hand. Doing 90 through the city night. Nothing's ever gonna be alright. Life will never be what it was. Hands are shaking, 'cause now my future is crashing down on me. They try to kill me when I fought back. I cracked the scars with a baseball bat. But justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay out of sight. Had no choice, it was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I could forget my old set way of life. I go to prison or die by the knife.
Task Force, say a confirmed officer down 1980 Park Avenue.
He tried to make it up. You can't do it. And he was on the curb, and these are serrated curbs, so there is a nanosecond after a nanosecond when your tyres are not touching the floor. Oh, unlucky for Cal Crutchlow. Now Ross is in 4th position. 3rd, 2nd ahead of him, Pedrosa and then Marquez. Look at Marquez touching the floor with his elbows. We've all seen the pictures from pre-season testing. Absolutely mesmerising. Pedrosa getting very sideways.
This has been his problem all weekend. Now, let's have a look. There was a moment, and it was Rossi, I think, maybe shutting off to avoid Pedrosa slowing. Pedrosa has had serious neck problems since the Jerez test. Proper cramp. He can't get down underneath the bubble. It really hurts. It nags at him. If that's going to have an effect, of course, it will be at the end of a race, especially in conditions like this. But primarily, the Honda's problem has been hooking the power up on this mucky surface. We said right through practice qualifying, Toby gave us the chapter and verse that Yamaha have always done their business at this place. And the crowd making a noise. Guess why?
Because Valentino Rossi is on the cusp of a podium. It's not a wet podium, it's not a Le Mans podium, it's not a everyone in the gravel podium. It could be his first dry podium since he was last on a Yamaha back in 2010. He's looking to be cheeky. He will be looking on the inside of that Repsol Honda. Look how slow that Honda is at the apex, Neil. That's what you were saying. It's a perfect example. By slow, I mean relative.
Everything
it's only half a mile an hour, but it's just enough for that Yamaha to reel in the 26. All over him.
Playing right to the Yamaha's strengths.
And Rossi's favourite strategy is up on the inside, on the brakes, and just be in the way when the other bloke wants to turn in.
But he's not raced Marquez before, has he?
Who has?
Andrea Iannone. He's what a smart answer.
Yeah. Oh. Jaws music. Just put it over the bike noise. But Marquez, don't count out how good he can be in the last field. Here comes Rossi, past Pedrosa up to 3rd position and a podium position for Valentino Rossi with 3.5 to go. And now they can smile. Or can they? Because Pedrosa can fight back. He's got the Honda power. Let's wait until we get to the home straight.
Let's see if he can get that power down early enough coming out of the last corner. Rossi will carry the corner speed, but he's right behind a Honda that might be in the way. This is where you don't want to be. Neil said it earlier in the weekend. Give the Yamaha an empty track. He's not. Oh, I thought he wasn't going to wait.
Coming to finish this lap 19 of 22 into the final corner as they sling out the anchor and arrest the bike from over 150 miles an hour down to 65. Now the big long home straight, nearly 3/4 of a mile long. It's a big booming straight. Marquez gets a bit too much air underneath the tyre. That's not acceleration friendly. They took over. Here comes Rossi. He's going to make it. No, Marquez is a little bit better. Or will he run on? Will he run on? No, he somehow holds the line. Rossi's on rails through there.
And Pedrosa is not far behind. But Pedrosa just hasn't been comfortable all weekend.
But Rossi's right behind Marquez in this first half of the sweeper sections. Hasn't had to catch up.
And he got bridle here, and he goes through to 2nd place. Rossi goes a little bit wide, but he just pulls it back. Valentino Rossi up to 2nd position. He's done all that hard work after the run-on at the beginning of lap 2. Here we are on lap 20. He's back.
You can get it back if you're Valentino Rossi on anybody except Jorge Lorenzo on the same motorbike. Let's see the pass.
Here we come. Down the short chute and then into the right-hander. Marquez could feel the Yamaha coming through. He had to just lift it up momentarily, and that's what it looks like to be back on the podium. And then some in second. And
now use the Yamaha's strengths on these twisty parts to get out of range of that Honda on the straights.
That's exactly what he did when he got past Bradl to bridge the gap to the battle for second position. And poor old Lorenzo soldiers on his very lonely way. He's over 7 seconds ahead of Valentino Rossi. It's a Yamaha 1-2.
And if Cal Crutchlow hadn't got suckered in to turn 1 by his notional teammate, what could it have been? But there again, Cal has been tiptoeing right on the edge all weekend to stay with the factory bikes. I wonder what Lorenzo thought. Hang on, let's just see if Marquez can... Marquez is going to blast past. Yep. Marquez is going to blast past.
He's got to go around the outside, though, Julian.
And he's going to have a go. Is he on the dirty stuff?
Oh, he suckers him.
He suckered him.
You go one way, fine, I'll go the other. Here is a 20-year-old racing a 34-year-old. Wow.
To quote Roger Daltrey, meet the new boss.
Valentino Rossi's 14th year in the big class. Marquez's first year. This is the place where Rossi went through a lap ago to take that second position. Not a chance for Marquez to go back through into the other right.
And Marquez would have known that was coming there and still couldn't do anything about it.
Lap and a half to go here in Qatar. This is more than second place.
To quote Kevin Schwantz obliquely, this is... So this kid Marquez isn't going to go. Tell you what, a rostrum in my first Moto Grand Prix race will be fine. I'm going to fight it out with Valentino Rossi to the line.
What did Marc Marquez say when he had won the last Moto2 Grand Prix in Valencia last year? Got up to third. By the way, started from the back of the grid. Got up to third, thought, nah, I'll risk it and win it. And he did.
And what did he say with that choir boy expression on his face on the first press conference here? I can't... And then a slight pause for timing, and nothing is impossible.
It's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Emilio Altamora nervous as he looks on as Marc starts his last lap. Still, Jorge Lorenzo leads this Grand Prix 7 seconds way ahead into the distance. Now it's the penultimate time of asking into the last right-hander. Then the big long straight. There goes Lorenzo. He's over the line now as Valentino Rossi is about to pile on the power. We need to see what Rossi can do against Marquez. I'm looking out of the window. They shoot past at 214 mile an hour. Here comes Marc Marquez. He thinks the better of it. Rossi leads.
He doesn't. I wonder what Lorenzo thought as he started the last lap and saw on his pit board, +7, yeah, fine, Rossi.
The innocence of youth for Marquez. He's only just turned 20 years old up against the master, the man who's won 7 Premier titles in motorcycle Grand Prix racing, Valentino Rossi. Poor old Pedrosa, you got a feel for him.
He's just... Pedrosa has not looked totally comfortable all weekend, Neil.
No, and, you know, you got Marquez in your garage, it's going to upset his rhythm. And I'm absolutely sure, I mean, if Marquez just sits there, he gets a podium on his first ever Grand Prix race. And you just know he's not going to settle for that.
In 40 minutes, arguably, Marc Marquez has filled the boots of Casey Stoner.
Who'd have thought we wouldn't be missing one of the greatest motorcycle racers in terms of pure speed we've ever seen? We've got another one.
Here comes Jorge Lorenzo. The reigning world champion has been anonymously dominating this weekend. He put it on pole, he risked a lot with pole